Hello and welcome to another Solana update. Obviously today quite a lot of turbulence in the crypto market. You could say overall the situation hasn't changed, but we've seen some turbulent moves, quick ups and downs caused by the spot ETF fake news. So also fueled by this short-term optimism, Solana attempts another run for 5 waves up in the wide wave count. Okay, so off the 11th of September low, we are still watching for a potential 5-wave move to the upside. Not preferred at this stage. Okay, I have to say that very clearly. I don't believe it. Basically nothing changed. We've always said we don't believe it until we see the 5 waves. And then once we get the 5 waves, we can add a support area for a corrective pullback in wave 2, which could then at the same time be a reliable long trade setup for a third wave rally to around about $35, $36. But with the break below $21.60 recently, yes, it was, you could argue it was not a sustained break, but it's questionable, okay? But because that level broke, it has reduced the reliability of the wide wave count, which caused me to bring the yellow wave count, which is the more bearish one short term, onto the chart. But I intentionally didn't take the white wave count off the chart because it was never invalidated. It just was reduced in, let's say, reliability. But overall, the approach hasn't changed, because what I explained to you before was that, you know, we can't really believe this wave count until we have the 5 waves up. That would be a signal, the first signal, that on the 11th of September, really a lasting low has been established in white wave B, that we are in white wave C into the $30 to $40 range, and that after 5 waves up, we can add another support area for wave 2. Now, if the Solana price now against all likelihoods now forms these 5 waves, which it can still do, again, it was not invalidated. Invalidation point would have been the red line, because then we crossed the wave 1 price range. But because it was never invalidated, it's still possible. But I would like to see a move into the $25.50 to $27 region. Basically here between this swing high and this swing high. That's a range that also works well with the Fibonacci extensions, and we have structural resistance, and it would be high enough to make it a somewhat reliable 5-wave move to the upside. Unfortunately, it has lost some of its impulsive characteristics, because the $21.60 micro support did break for the white circle wave 4. Again, nevertheless, it has a chance, and it might be forming a 1-2 here, and the third wave might be in the making, then a fourth wave and a fifth wave. So I'm just watching now if it can still get there between $25.50 and $27. I think we need to be a bit flexible here with Solana. And then once we have those 5 waves up, the 3 waves down can provide useful support. What we often say is that such a wave 2 comes back into the price region of the previous lower degree wave 4. So in that wave 2, we might get sort of into the region around $21, but I cannot really give you reliable support yet. It will really depend on how high we go. Let's assume we go all the way up to around about $27, okay? Then yeah, 2 key Fib levels are in this region between the 61.8 and the 50% Fib level, but we have to allow it to get down to around about $19.50 in the wave 2 pullback. But it's too early to add that support, because we haven't even got 5 waves yet. The yellow count still very likely, but again, then we had a spike here to the upside as well, which did not take out the previous high. So I can still count that as yellow wave 2 with here the third wave to the downside in the making. The problem here is, again, the Wild West situation in the crypto market. On some exchanges, this high broke above the previous one, potentially leading to invalidation of the yellow count, but really only of this micro count. I explained to you in previous videos that it could also easily be that this wave 2 extends a bit higher, which is the bearish count, to form a larger 3-wave move. And resistance would be all the way up to $29.12 if the wave 2 has to extend higher. So the situation is very clearly the following. If we are in the white wave count, I would like to see it actually not go much beyond the $27 level. If it goes too far, then this wave 5 will get too long. Now that's not bullish. That will rather give this all a more three-wave structure look, and it would rather confirm the yellow count. I know it's a bit counterintuitive, but that yellow count will be with us for a while. Nevertheless, if we can get fairly clear 5 waves up, we can add support for wave 2 here. At the moment, I don't think there's a need to do anything. It's just a little bit of wait and see. There's no reason to FOMO, because there will be a wave 2 anyway. Yeah, at least there should be. Well, there will be. The question is, when does it start? But yeah, I don't believe the white wave count at this stage. But again, Solana is trying. It's trying. So it's still one of the more interesting charts. We see that by looking at how many people view the or watch the Solana videos. Still a lot of people interested. So long term, also one of the better crypto charts, one of the better altcoin charts. So yeah, we'll keep focusing on that. I think that's the situation we're in. Target for Circle Wave 5 there between $25.50 and $27. But we need to see it play out to really believe it. And then we can add the next trade setup. Okay, that's my update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. As a channel member, you get access to a weekly live stream. Every Sunday, we do an educational live stream. Also, we cover some member requests. Also, you get access to Discord and Telegram, the chat rooms and educational content. And as a gold member, you get access to short-term market updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.